Hey Mom, what's the deal with this? Why on earth would you do something like that to Hazel? Seriously, I need answers, so spill it already. Let's hear your side of the story.
Hey Luca, nice to hear from you. Looks like you're finally back home, huh? Gotta say, today was an absolute blast. It was seriously the most fun I've had in ages.
Wait, hold up. Fun? Seriously, I can't even fathom how you could possibly think that. It's like we're living in two different worlds when it comes to the definition of fun. But hey, let's set that aside for now. I need you to answer the question I just threw at you. What's the deal with the way you treated Hazel? What's gotten into you? All she does is try to be kind to you and seek your approval.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what you mean. What on earth can you possibly be talking about?
Don't act clueless. You're fully aware of what I'm talking about. Hazel even said hi to you, and you had the nerve to straight up ignore her? She tried initiating conversations with you multiple times, and you just brushed her off. And on top of that, all you had to offer were constant complaints and insults towards her. You even bossed her around like she's some kind of puppet.
My. Look at you getting all bent out of shape. Even going as far as talking to me like this. I can't help but wonder what she blabbered about. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. I bet she had nothing but a load of garbage to say about me anyway. She is truly the worst. So damn irritating.
She? Are you seriously talking about Hazel like that? What's with this attitude of yours? I had a feeling that everything that went down today was intentional. So tell me, why on earth are you going out of your way to treat her so horribly?
Oh well, my bad. I suppose I was a bit rude there. Just to clarify, I wasn't bullying your wife or anything of the sort. I was merely enlightening her, teaching her and showing her the right way to do things. So, calling it bullying is an exaggeration, Luca. Plus, let's be real here. She's just a brainless idiot. I can tell that from the moment she opened her mouth. No wonder she's accusing me of bullying. She simply doesn't get it. She's getting dumber and dumber by the day, it seems.
What on earth makes you think it's okay to say that about my wife? Just teaching her? Are you seriously trying to defend yourself with that excuse? Wake up. We're not living in the dark ages anymore. Times have changed, and it's about time you stop talking about her and treating her like trash. Is that really too much to ask?
You're blowing things out of proportion. It's only natural that from time to time, I have to give her a whack or two.
All right, Mom. I've had it up to here. If you don't start showing some willingness to change your attitude and behavior, I'll be left with no choice but to talk to Grandma about all this. I'll ask her if she ever treated you the same way you're treating my wife. I'll spill all the beans about how you constantly ignored her, despite us living under the same roof. I'll let her know about all the nasty things you say behind her back. Trust me, I won't hold back.
Hold on a second there. You better not drag your grandmother into this mess. She's got nothing to do with it. So please, keep her out of it. Listen up, Luca. Hazel isn't like us. She comes from a different social class. And as your mother, it's my duty to school you on how to handle that. It's for the best. Trust me, it's even for her own good. Let's face it, her school and degree, totally different league. And don't get me started on where she was born and raised. We're talking about two completely different worlds here. She just doesn't fit into our family. Plain and simple.
What? Are you serious? Are you really saying these words right now?
This isn't the first time I've mentioned this, Luca. I made it crystal clear from the start that I was dead set against your marriage with Hazel. I mean, come on. She's just a high school graduate, isn't she? In this day and age, finding someone with only a high school diploma is like finding a unicorn. It's downright embarrassing because Hazel wasn't raised properly, doesn't have a proper education, and has screwed up her life. I'm trying to teach her.
All right, that's it. You're seriously getting on my nerves. I've reached my limit with your nonsense. It's gone too far. Starting now, we're setting some clear boundaries with you. We'll be keeping our distance.
What? You're not serious. Hold on a second, Luca. There is no way you're able to do such a thing like that to me. Come on. You are my firstborn son. Hey, answer me, Luca. Luca, don't ignore your mother. Why, you. What in the world did you put in Luca's head? This is all your fault. Convince Luca right now to speak to me. All because of you? My Luca has been brainwashed. I am sick of you ruining my life. Now, because of you, he won't listen to a single word I have to say. You have to do something right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you serious? Are you really trying to apologize? After all I do is badmouth you, right? This is what you always tell him about me. I can't believe this. You even got my Luca to believe that whole story without even questioning you. What did you say to Luca? Tell me right now.
I'm sorry.
A lowly high school graduate like you shouldn't dare to be so arrogant towards me. It's about time you learn your place in this world. This is precisely why I was dead set against you marrying my son from the get-go. You simply don't belong in this family. You're not good enough for my son. I always knew you were nothing but a worthless girl with no potential. I should have put a stop to this whole mess right from the start. You're beyond pathetic. There's not a single redeeming quality about you. None. And now you have Luca defending you and taking care of you? It's all your fault, you know. You're the one who's truly ruining my life.
I'm sorry.
Is something wrong with you? What did you say?
Sorry, I made a mistake. I meant to say sorry.
Gosh, I can't stand you. You really are the worst. You can't even say what you want correctly, can you?
I'm sorry.
Wait, are you just accepting and agreeing with whatever I'm saying to you? Wow, I can't believe it. Who do you think I am? I am so far above you in this world. It's not even funny. More importantly than that, I am Luca's mother. Did you forget that? Be more careful. You need to treat me with respect. And you need to mind your manners, young lady.
I'm sorry, I'm just really busy at the moment.
What? How dare you? Someone as low as you is too busy to talk to me? How insulting.
I'm just a lowly wife who only graduated from high school after all. So, I'm going to have to break away from this conversation.
What is that attitude? Hey, are you just being a coward and ignoring me? Excuse me, say something. Say yes or no or anything. I demand you to respond.
No.
Why, you? I demand you divorce my son immediately. Right now. I am not playing around. I do not want to see your horrible face ever again. Do you hear me? Come home right now. Immediately. Hurry up, because today you will be doing all the chores. Every last one of them. You'll also be plucking the weeds around the house. I know it's a bit hot outside, but you're still young. You should have plenty of energy for such a task. Don't complain about it. I don't want to hear it. Oh well. It's not like you can refuse my order. Well, even if you refuse, that's fine. And if you don't come, that's fine too. That's right, you don't have to come. Instead, you can run around town and let everyone know what a useless and disrespectful daughter-in-law you are. Surely everyone will respond the same way. Oh, what a horrible wife. So, if you'd like to do that instead, then you don't need to come home and do all your chores that are waiting for you. So, I'll let you think about that for a bit. Have a great day.
What is the meaning of this? What did you do?
What? Luca, what do you mean? Oh, hi. Good morning. What is wrong?
I warned you before, didn't I? But it looks like you aren't going to change your ways, no matter how many times I warn you. So that's it. I decided I have to cut ties with you for a little while. We need our space from you. Goodbye for now, Mom.
Hey, wait a second, Luca. Luca, listen to me. What I did, It really couldn't be helped. You can understand, can't you? Your wife is so inadequate at everything she does. I was just trying to help you out. Hazel wouldn't have another great opportunity like this again. Isn't that true?
What in the world are you going on about? Are you just mumbling in your sleep or something? She works hard. She even does more chores around the house than you do, Mom. Not only that, she even cooks more and better than you do too. Hazel has a much better personality than you do too, Mom. So what in the world do you mean when you try telling me you are teaching her? What can she possibly learn from you?
Hold on. Calm down a second, Luca. Surely we can work this out together. You are my son. You haven't forgotten that, have you? You are my firstborn. So why aren't you siding with me on this whole issue?
Sorry, Mom. I don't know how to say it, so I'll just be blunt. But if you really want a partner or an ally on your side, then maybe you should ask Dad to fill that role for you. As for me, Hazel is my priority. She's the most important person to me in the world, and I'm always on her side.
This is all her fault. Hazel is ruining everything in my life. God, I hate her. After you married that girl, you changed. You aren't the same Luca I remember. You've become so different because of her. Everything is that awful woman's fault. I can't stand her.
It's just getting to be dangerous at this point. The things you say, the things you do, it's getting out of hand. None of this is normal. It's strange, abnormal behavior, Mom. Just because I'm your son doesn't mean I'm your puppet you can control. Luckily, Dad is the one who told me to be free and live life the way I wanted to. So that's exactly what I plan to do.
Okay. I understand. Your mother is really sorry. Do you hear me? I won't do or say any of this anymore. I promise. So please, can you give your mother another chance?
No, I can't give you another chance. I can't believe a word you're saying to me right now. It depends on your behavior and how you are from now on. It also depends on whether or not you talk to Hazel. How you talk to her and treat her will also play a major part in all of this going forward.
I understand. I'll reach out to Hazel in a little bit, but please reconsider. You don't have to cut me off and create any distance between us. Luca, you are my son and I care for you deeply. That is the only reason things have gone this far.
Geez, fine, Mom. I know I'm going to regret this. You need to apologize to Hazel about everything you have done. If Hazel agrees and says it's okay, then maybe I'll rethink things. But I'm not as nice as Hazel. I am different. Even if Hazel forgives you, things can't go back to the way they were. That is absolutely non-negotiable.
Yes, I completely understand. I'm truly so sorry about all of this, Luca. Hey, Hazel. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for everything I've said to you. You have my word. I won't do or say any more horrible things towards you ever again. Bullying you verbally and always saying such terrible things to you. I'm so sorry for all of it.
It's fine. No big deal. I'm sorry too for a lot of things.
Oh, Hazel, you're so sweet. I was wrong about you.
So maybe we can start over with a clean slate? From now on, let's be good to each other and take care of each other.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much for accepting my apology. Well, then, now that that's all cleared up, I will see you later. Hey, Hazel, it's Michaela, your mother-in-law. I just wanted to ask you about the festival next week. Around what time do you think you'll be coming to the house?
Oh, hey Mom, good afternoon. I think I'll be able to come in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Is that so? I understand. Sounds good. I guess that's okay. I just wanted to ask because I think the whole family is planning on getting together in the morning. Maybe at that time you can come just to greet everyone.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
There will be some family members coming that you'll be meeting for the first time. There will also be some family members who weren't able to attend your wedding.
Okay, no problem.
And of course, Don't forget to give a proper greeting to your mother-in-law and father-in-law. Okay? Do you understand? This is something you absolutely must do. I also spoke to Luca about all this.
Okay, I understand. No problem. Thank you for worrying about me and letting me know all of this.
Don't mention it. These are just natural things that you're supposed to do anyway. Especially you, Hazel. You have to do the things I just explained to you. You don't want your mother-in-law to be embarrassed, right? I have great expectations for you when you meet the family.
I see. Yes, I understand. I'll be careful and do everything you said. Thank you again.
Jeez, what is going on, Hazel? You should be here by now. Where in the world are you right now? You're supposed to be here. Why aren't you here yet? Could it be because you're nothing but a worthless, uneducated girl? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. I should have never allowed my son to marry you. Just giving in and running away from your home to avoid meeting the family. These aren't things a fully functioning adult should do. Oh, well, if you run away, then it is what it is. You and Luca may get a divorce, and it may end up being difficult for a while. It isn't a problem as long as the divorce keeps moving forward quickly. Well, if you don't want to get a divorce, then at the very least, how about going back to school? Oh, well, that's enough about that. Great job today. Later, I'm sure I'll be hearing from Luca about all this. Well, am I right? I knew it. Hey, hello? Answer me. Wait a second. What did you do to Luca? Answer me. Before doing the chores, there's something else I'd like you to do. Can you send a message to your parents for me?
No, absolutely not. My mom was actually contacted already by Claire. She ended up telling up everything. She told her about everything you did to me and she's extremely angry.
What? Really?
But I'm really surprised, to be honest. There were a lot of people in your family who already knew me. Talk about small world. I couldn't believe it. There were some family members who were actually friends with Mom.
Oh, haha. You didn't say.
But I understand. Claire was really angry. After all, Claire had to deal with the same issue. She was being bullied by her mother-in-law too. And the one who helped her was my mother. Can you believe it?
Oh, really? Is that right? Haha.
I didn't know that actually. I didn't know any of it. Claire heard from my mom that I became a part of this family recently. That's why today she told me she planned on telling me about all her connection with my mother.
Oh, is that so? I see.
But Claire seemed really shocked. The one she ended up helping was the daughter of her good friend who just happens to be her daughter-in-law. Bullying a daughter-in-law is completely unacceptable, especially if it's a cousin of his. Pretty surprising, isn't it? I can't believe it myself.
Yeah, that's very surprising. You're right.
She kept going on and on saying, I can't believe this. Within my own family, there's someone who's bullying a young wife? She was upset to say the least. Doesn't that seem a bit suspicious?
Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like Claire. She's someone who moved back in with her parents after her divorce after all. She lived together with her ex-husband and his family. I think it was pretty difficult on her. She has a lot of harsh memories from that time in her life.
You don't say.
But doesn't everyone? Genuinely bad-mouthing a person from time to time. But more importantly, the fact that your mother and Claire are actually friends? I had no idea about that. If you just told me from the beginning, then none of this would have happened. Our situation would have never come to this.
Oh, the situation would never have happened. And what do you mean by that exactly? Do you mean that you wouldn't have believed me since the beginning? Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, of course. That's exactly what I'm saying. Especially if I knew you were the daughter of the one who lent Claire a hand in her time of need. It's only natural. We're family after all. That is what family does. Bullying a wife, it would be unthinkable. It would never have happened.
Oh, is that right? Are you being truthful right now?
Yes, of course. I mean what I say.
Well then, and what if we didn't have that connection? What if my mom never helped Claire? Are you saying that you would never have recognized me as part of your family? Without that connection, bullying me from the start like you have been would just be considered okay in your eyes?
Oh, wait. No, that's not it. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. You're interpreting my words wrong.
I see. I completely understand you now. It is exactly as Lucas said. He was right all along. Creating a space between us and you for a while is the best course of action given the circumstances between us. This time, Luca will certainly not be able to give you another chance. He said so himself. He won't be able to be patient with you anymore.
What? What do you mean? I'm Lucas's mother.
Over and over, you treat me like I'm just some sort of dumb girl. But even so, I'd always say that it's okay or it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. But no one can continue doing that if they run through the abuse you put me through.
Wait a second, Hazel. Please, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. You have to believe me. I promise. I will never do such a thing again. Please, I'll do anything. I won't treat you like a dumb girl anymore. You have my word this time. Hazel, can you hear me? Hazel? Luca, please. You have to help your mother. I was kicked out of the house.
What? Are you really asking me for help? You only have yourself to blame for this. You brought this upon yourself. Every last bit of it. You were left by Dad. He doesn't even want to see you anymore. Even the family gave up on you and don't even want to see you anymore either.
No. You're wrong about that, Luca. I am serious. This time it was all Hazel's fault. Everything is her doing. That girl has been nothing but a plague all my life from the moment I met her.
What did you just say?
Luca, please, open your eyes and see her for who she really is. If you don't get a divorce, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. She only graduated from high school, for crying out loud. Because of that, she'll never make anything of herself. She'll just waste her entire life and yours along with it. It's not too late. There is still time to go through with a divorce.
You were told this once before, but I have no choice but to remind you and tell you again. She is not just a high school graduate. Do you just keep doing this on purpose? Why? What is the point? Are you just trying to make a joke and make me laugh? Is it funny to you? Well, it isn't funny at all, and I'm not laughing.
Wait, what do you mean? Now I'm a little bit confused. She isn't a high school graduate? What are you talking about? Was that just a lie?
Hey, are you kidding me? When you met Hazel, you guys spoke about so many different things. She told you about how she had to drop out of college because she was really sick. Because of that, she only technically graduated high school. But after she got better, she went back to school and actually transferred to NIT. She not only graduated from there, but she received magna cum laude honors. She told you all of this.
What? All of that is true.
What? Are you serious, Mom? Well, that is the whole truth. All of it. But you didn't listen to her. You just shut down and cut her off after you heard she was a high school graduate. And because of that, you never gave her a chance. You just continued treating her like she was a stupid girl. You looked down on her since day one. But that's just how you are. You have been that way since I can remember. You have no drive at all to improve yourself, it seems.
Why did you tell me all of this information so late, after I already treated her this way? Why didn't you tell me earlier? If I knew all of this, then I would have just treated her normally from the start.
That isn't true. I didn't tell you too late. You were told the day you met her. It's your fault. The one who wasn't listening properly was you. Just be honest with me. You just genuinely enjoy bullying my wife, don't you? Geez, you really are hopeless. It's like talking to a brick wall. Honestly, Mom, your behavior up until now has been nothing short of garbage.
What? Garbage? Did you really say that to me? Wait a minute. How dare you talk to your mother like that?
Garbage. It's garbage, Mom. It's as simple as that. What else would you call it other than that? There are no other words to describe how horrible you've been. Smelly, rotten garbage? There is nothing redeeming about how you treated my wife.
Wait, please. This is all just a big misunderstanding. I will never do it again. I promise. Just one last chance is all I ask.
I really don't know what to do with you anymore. I gave you so many chances. From now on, just treat me like I'm not even around you. I'm sorry, but you aren't my mother anymore.
You aren't around. What in the world is that supposed to mean? Wait a second, Luca. Are you telling me you're cutting off your mother too? How could you do this to me? Luca!
Ever since their first encounter at the wedding, Lucas's mom has displayed an overwhelmingly controlling demeanor. Even members of her own family warned Hazel about what she could expect after marrying into the family. Hazel was given numerous opportunities to make things right, but unfortunately, she squandered them all. It's truly disheartening to witness such foolishness. Things eventually reached a breaking point when Michaela, Lucas's mom, resorted to physical aggression during an altercation at her own house. She caused a ruckus, toppling garden gnomes and kicking flowers. In response, Luca threatened to involve the authorities, prompting her to finally back down and leave. Following this event, Michaela and her husband divorced, and even her own family severed ties with her. To be honest, I'm not sure where she's residing at the moment. It's quite possible she's leaving all alone. It's truly regrettable, especially considering that Michaela has family members who have experienced divorce due to mistreatment from their in-laws. It's a shame she didn't learn from their experiences. As for me, this entire ordeal has made me determined not to become a mother-in-law like Michaela. When the time comes, I intend to learn from her mistakes and strive to be the best mother-in-law I can be.